both the same speed. I guess because mixing stride longer. I don't know. Man, that's my sock, bro. Why you come down here with my sock? Boy, put that out the camera. You ain't blowing no gas, man. Hey! What's that little ass corner over there on CD, man? Hey. Man, I just looked up. Every time I just look up, nigga, you big. No, I'm on your head. You in the AFC, bro. You is a rival right now, bro. Oh, look at him trying to hit Steve on hurt his player neck and all of that.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-3 75. That's where we're located.
Let's go, man. I gotta get these Cowboys back right.
Which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season. And we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts throw pulled in by Robinson here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, what the fuck is the Cowboys?
They can't get looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Away team has trouble blocking. Oh, man. All right.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's incomplete.
The ball.
I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Lions will take over.
These bitches broke.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hey, you're right, man. What you doing?
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. These two teams all tied after one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21, Lions 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I got you, boy. Mike 13. Mike 13. Zebra. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, easy. Tuck.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
This is what I don't be understanding. What's up with the awareness on this shit, bro?
Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond. Touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good.
This nigga got 97 speed and he getting toasted, bro. I don't understand this shit, bro.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open is Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Yeah, nigga really fucking their legs without them church, bro.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck.
Man, go on, bro.
Complete. Touchdown. tying this thing up.
What's this?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Is that it? Touchdown, Detroit. Coming Freeman, 82 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
35-35. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
1st down, Dallas.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, this has certainly been a nice trick with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. This guy causes a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. That's once again complete to Chark. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. Seibert's kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Wilson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
38.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McCann for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for choke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Hurts throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
Watch out,
Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McCann now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Swift on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win the game, and they do get the score. Well, here for your show.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find that maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a